Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with CSL Star League. This is the final, or at least not the finals, but the last few matches of the CSL Dropzone League. And this has been a series going on for about the past month. There's been 4 weeks of group play, and we did the top 16 and top 8 last week. So we're finishing it up, bringing it to the final conclusion here with the semifinals and finals here with $5,000 prize pool on the line. Guy listening to right now is Red Rupee, and by my side, none other than
Deckard. How's it going, everybody? We are excited to start this going for you. Sorry we're a little bit late, but we're here now, and it looks like our first match is going to be between UNT versus the University of North Texas versus Rochester Institute of Technology. And those team names are NT Green Wings and RIT Tigers. Who we have playing today for this match?
For the Green Wings, we've got Justin Case and Bradford Love, both two very top-notch players. On the RIT Tigers, it's a team of 4. We've got Perplexity, Epichlo, Rowlick, and Soupy. And we're about to get ready in the game. We're here in the lobby now with the first 2 players. Of course, they're going to be cycling in and out between their various teams, of course. So first up here in this best of 3 in the semifinals here for the CSL Dropzone League. On the blue side, we've got Epichlo. On the red side, we've got Bradford Love. And let's see what they're bringing to the draft here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have it on Mind the Gap to start, and the objectives are Eradicate, Total Vision, and Alpha Strike. And for Epichlo, we've got Glob Launcher, Mass Field, Graphene Matrix, or is that?
That is Nanite Amplifiers.
And a classic Vanguard there with a nice, looks like we've got a Ground Pounder, Black Hole Shell, and Momentum Shifter Warhead. What have we got for Bradford Love?
Bradford Love is rocking Fury still, so still that Fury Plutus, but Double Gunner and Summoner, which is something I don't think I've really seen, at least at the high level recently. So it'll be interesting to see what he's got going on with this. Of course, with Epichlo running that Vanguard, that's something to keep in mind. She does have that Angel of Mercy now, so we'll see how that plays out. And Plutus,
the drone strikes from Cortex, though. I think he's going to put a lot of effort into that because his other rigs are around 2s and 3s, and nothing's really popping out as 4s or 5s for those other 2. I don't know. I'm feeling the drone strikes.
Yeah, I'm not sure where exactly Epichlo's plan is here. It's a little different composition than I've seen recently. Of course, he does have the Ground Pounder in the slow field, but he doesn't have anything to really help line up that Ground Pounder well. It's a long startup animation, and it's got a little... It's tricky to land that without anything to support. And look at Bradford Love just waiting over... Oh my gosh, he's setting a trap for the Vanguard! Vanguard's running over here, gets immediately hit by 2 plasma drones, 3 turrets, tries to blink out of there, but even with the thrusters, it just didn't matter.
Unreal.
He stole a core right away, and now, is he really going to boss with 2 level 2
No, maybe he's just trying to get rid of the minions.
He might be pushing the minions. I don't think he's got the beef to deal with this boss right now. He's tanking with the turrets, taking those extra damage.
Oh, he might.
I think he's going for it. Look, he's cycling,
actuator.
He's cycling the hits. Look, the plasma drones, then the turrets, then the shielded actuators. He's taking almost no damage on his rigs. He must have practiced this. He's got 2 rigs coming up on the back end. Getting that early boss is going to put him way in the lead. Boss goes down. Damage boost comes up for Recon. I'm not sure if he's paying attention to Recon, though. He just activated. There he goes. The battle cry gets Recon on out of there.
And
but
unfortunately, Warhead didn't have his momentum shifter at that time to finish off Recon.
Now, we saw kind of the opposite of this from Bradford Love last time, where we saw him hanging down here on the left side of the map, planning his attack for that Total Vision of First Blood. This time it was the opposite. He knew his opponent was coming. I can't believe that.
And look at this. Epichlo is almost, I think, just taken by surprise. He doesn't know what to do next. He doesn't know if he should go for boss,
he's afraid to go for boss because he knows. Look, he's gonna walk away just the wrong time. You can get a couple hits in actually when they're coming over the gap, so that's where you want to be standing. No, he walked away at just the wrong moment.
Bradford Love's sense of timing is unreal.
The damage boost.
Plutus is in trouble. He's got the escape plan, but that boss lane goes down so fast.
It doesn't matter. He's two boss levels ahead already. He's almost level 8 to the level 6. Level 2 core hives are coming online. He's going to grab another level here shortly, and it's 1-0 right now, but...
Can you imagine if he had Boss Slayer as an objective? He'd just be way ahead. I mean, he's ahead enough as it is, but this strategy must be just incredible for a Boss Slayer objective.
No, what we're seeing right now is a player that's really taking the time to learn timings and maximize all of his potential moves right now. He hit that boss, he planned that trap, he's just on top of things, and I love seeing this kind of play right now. He's really forcing Epichlo to play to his tune right now.
Yeah.
Epiclow has no control over what's going on. He's trying to just farm on his side of the map at this point.
Yeah.
But so far, Bradford Love has had complete control of this.
And also, Bradford Love is now about 15 more Kavash ahead of Epiclow, so he is probably going to get that extra point for the Eradicate objective.
But look at this, level 6 to level 8, a full 2 level bonus right now. That'll, of course, lessen as time goes on. But even so, he's about to knock out his last level 2 hive, while Epiclow is just working on his first couple. If he falls behind on that, even if Bradford Love doesn't invade and steal any alphas, this alpha strike's going to go to him. The Eradicate is neck and neck right now. I really think Bradford Love should make sure he lets another wave of these Kavash spawn so he can make sure he gets that. But I think he's going to be just short of it the way he's been farming. So far, the only real tactical error I've seen from Bradford Love is just the way he farmed out those tier 2 hives and didn't let an extra wave spawn to finish off. Because look, he's at 98 of 100 versus 87.
The one benefit he has, though, of going down south and waiting for that hive to spawn at that exact moment to take it out as fast as possible is now he knows that his level 3 is going to come even faster. And it looks like he's going to be paying attention for that just for the alphas.
I think he's still going to get the Eradicate.
He is. He'll get the Eradicate with those 2 minions.
4-1 right now. He's behind on points, but pretty much...
Look at that, 99 to 99. That's insane.
Oh, man. Bradford Love just barely snags it. Oh, Epiclow was 1 Kavash off.
With the boss slay experience, with that bonus damage buff. I mean, he could just bounce back and forth and just pile on to squad level 15 in no time.
I think he's probably already on track for that, honestly. He hasn't even touched tier 3 hives yet. He's going to have his whole side of the map farmed with like 6 minutes left in the game or something like that if this keeps up. This is pretty insane right now. Plutus uploading, Fury with support right there. Recon, missed the core. I don't think, he's already got
a
one.
core on, yeah.
I think that was a bit of a misclick there from Bradford Love, or just a minor strategic error right there.
He's greedy.
Yeah, wants too many cores at once, apparently.
Where's that gear that we want to design where you can hold 2 cores at the same time?
Oh man, that'd be an interesting play. All right, so
20-second uploads. Oof.
Anyways, we do see Fury is level 5, so we've got the stunning entry online. The tier 3 hive has first gone down. The second one's not far behind it. Tier 3s haven't even spawned yet for Epiclow. And now Bradford, I think, recognizes that he's ahead enough in the alpha count that he can go over here and harass the uplink, try to slow things down.
Stunning entry. And
Let's
Warhead
see.
is in trouble.
Man.
There's no way he's going to survive that.
No, he's got the Black Hole Shell on Warhead, but he wasn't leading with Vanguard. When you've got Black Hole Shell on your tank, you want to lead with your other rigs, wait for them to get low, and then activate that Black Hole Shell when your opponent is has overextended into a team fight and then can't lock down the kills.
Yeah, and definitely there's no way Epiclow is going to be able to hold on to total vision here. It would be silly to try and stop and lose another rig.
No, I mean, this seemed like this was another calculated play for Bradford Love. He recognized the opportunity to take out a rig, and then he just went for that objective. So far, he's just been systematically wiping out all of these objectives. Alpha Strike is, without a question, going to him at 6-6 right now. So it's only going to be 6-10, as much as he is behind on squad level. Epiclow has been doing a good job of staying on the uplink, taking advantage of everything when he can, but the problem is this second half of the game, because we're not even halfway through the game yet, with Bradford Love farming out the last of these level 3 hives.
And now he's about to go south and get his final 2 alphas. And the game might look tight right now, but this is just leading up to that huge curve that Bradford Love's going to be pulling ahead with momentarily after these 4 points come into play. And then all he's got left to do is just dunk, dunk, dunk.
Yeah, Alpha Strike goes down, and putting him... It's interesting because oftentimes Alpha Strike isn't too big a deal. You're 4 points down. That's definitely a recoverable point to be in with 7.5 minutes left in the game. But the thing is that he's 3 squad levels behind. So far in the few team fights we've seen, Bradford Love has just wiped him out as soon as he's come out. Now, granted, he doesn't have the boss buff right now, but since Bradford isn't going to have to worry about farming it anymore, he can grab that boss buff whenever he wants, and he can choose when to engage and really force Epiclow to continue reacting to him, as he's kind of been doing all game.
Yeah, and even, if he had a different tactic in mind, he could literally just camp the uplink and outplay Epiclo at every attempt to upload.
Yeah, Epiclo needs to win a team fight or two here right now, and it's going to be increasingly difficult.
Yeah, because the longer he waits, the more difficult it's going to be.
That stunning entry. He's not hesitating to use that stunning entry the second he thinks he has a kill on the line. I think he may have, blown it a little early on that Warhead. Warhead isn't Vice, but he's still a beast to take down. He's level 3. He's not a level 1 or 2 tank like we often see in these matchups. And I guess it looks like you're right. I think we're going to be seeing Cortex hit that level 5 soon, but Epiclo just seems like he doesn't have the time to farm right now because he's got to stay on this uplink, got to space out these rigs. Let's see. Oh, no, he walked right back into vision at the last moment, but Vanguard's still doing a good job. There it is. That's the perfect use of Black Hole Shell. He couldn't eliminate Vanguard or Cortex, and this is the win that Epiclo needs to get back into this game. Recon's still hanging out here. He's going to be able to do a lot of great harass against these injured rigs, but I think between both Cortex and Vanguard, he will be able to keep this Recon at bay, continue uploading with Warhead, and force off that gunner.
Throw down that mass field so Recon can't escape.
Let's see, he's looking for the kill. How far forward did he put it up? Oh, the mass field was almost spot on. He should be uploading behind this, though, I think. Recon does go down. That's all 3 rigs down for Bradford Love, and up to Epiclo just needs to be uploading.
That is an amazing turnaround. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, but that is just exactly what he needed. He is not out of this yet.
Identified that the stunning entry was offline. He didn't have to worry about that going into the next team fight, and he knew that with the composition as it is, he could take care of that. And that Black Hole Shell, that was the way we wanted it to see. Vanguard was low, Cortex was low. Bradford Love dove in to get those rig kills, and he couldn't do it because that Black Hole Shell. I love that war gear. It's such a great gear.
So here we go, 9-12 with less than 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, there's
Bradford
still plenty
Love
of
is
time.
going to go for boss again, I think. He knows that he's ahead, and he knows that if he can just get 400 more experience, let's see, he needs about 600 more experience to get another level, but going for 2 bosses in a row will get him that. Oh, but look at that. Epiclo is going for his own boss as well, knowing that Bradford Love is probably using this opportunity to get some more experience and that boss buff. So they'll be on equal footing if they can both take out the boss buff at the same time.
Right. I mean, there's another hive on the field, but just look around the map. There's so many cores around the map right now that it just doesn't matter if either player wants to stop farm. At this point, it's all about winning those team fights. It's all about controlling the uplink. And Bradford Love looks like he's going to try to stay on top of it. Cortex is in here now with the drone strikes. Those weren't online last time around.
And that'll play a crucial role with the mass field and the ground pounder and momentum shifter. If he can time it right, there's the momentum shifter, there's the ground pounder, but where are the drone strikes?
Oh no, and this time...
There's the drone strikes coming in. Recon will not survive. Vanguard is going to go down too. Now Cortex is the only one remaining for Epiclo. It's not looking good. He's going to have to go around and go through the jump gap down below to at least save himself. But now Bradford Love has the opportunity to upload those remaining cores from those dead rigs. And that's a shame because now Fury's coming down to cut him off at the pass.
Look at all these cores. Oh my goodness. This is a rough situation to be in for Epiclo. Epiclo brought it back with 1 team fight, but he really either needed to break even here or win himself. There's still time, but there's probably 2 more big fights left in this.
Yeah.
And Epiclo needs to win both of them now. That's it. That's all there is to it. He's 6 points behind now, about to be 7. And Plutus and Fury are just holding down the fort. With 3 minutes remaining, we're probably going to see maybe another boss fight. I think that maybe that's what Epiclo should do. He should try to pressure this vision tower, keep an eye on Bradford Love with a couple rigs. I think with Bradford Love having both of those special moves online, Epiclo should have done what he did last time. Like maybe try to kind of bait out the stunning entry, then fall back, then come in when that Fury's offline and try to lock things down. Bradford Love knew better. He learned his lesson last time. He focused down the tank. Normally you don't want to focus down the tank. You want to focus down the support or the DPS,
but
right?
With that Black Hole Shell,
you got to. You have no option.
Yeah, and here we go. Warhead pulling off the uplink.
Oh no, I don't think that's the right choice. Warhead's going deep.
Oh, but there's that same thing that just happens. A stunning entry comes in instead of baiting it out first. And look at that Warhead taking so much damage. Vanguard and Cortex escaping this time. The drone strikes doing damage, but not taking out any rigs for Bradford Love. So this is just going to be some more time for Bradford Love to upload his 19th core, so he'll be 10 cores ahead of Epiclo, or sorry, 10 points, I should say. Yeah,
with 2 minutes remaining, I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Epiclo had a spark of hope there in the mid game when he took out that when he won that team fight very handily.
Split.
Nice dodge on the orbital strike. Let's see, Plutus is looking a little rough, as is Warhead. I'm not sure Warhead's getting out of here one way or another.
He's not.
But even with Plutus going down, there's still going to be 2 gunners online over here. There's turrets blasting away. There's lightning going off. Recon and Fury both target firing that. And Cortex just isn't going to be able to stick around against that beefy gunner.
No abilities up to use nano amplifiers. He is going to come around, throw down the mass field and the glob to get a little bit of health back, but Fury will survive this and get a 20th core up. It's not looking good. It's been an absolutely valiant attempt to come back, but that initial push from Bradford Love with that trap.
Yeah, I mean, the opening few minutes was just some really... it shows some real insight from Bradford as to how he's planned to play this game even before the match started.
Yeah.
That intro was really strong. It put him on the front foot from the get-go, and he just pushed further and further as time went on. Even if Fury were to have gone down to the drone strikes there, and he probably still might go down to Cortex probably. But it's all for naught. A nice moral victory there at the end for Epichlo. He throws in the good game, and it looks like the NT Green Wings are going to take the first win. This is a best of 3, of course, so we've got at least one more chance for RIT to get back into this. The RIT Tigers, not a team to be trifled with either. Both of these teams killed it in the group play, and I think have come undefeated up to these semifinals in this tournament. So both solid players.
I think University of North Texas came in undefeated as well, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, both teams.
Yes, sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, so when 2 teams come in undefeated, well, the math on that is real simple. Someone's going to have to go down, and this is going to be excellent to watch. I'm assuming they're going to bring in Relic next.
Relic, I think, is probably the toughest player on the RIT Tigers. Bradford Love and Just In Case, though, are both really top-notch. I think they're both in the top 25 on the leaderboards.
I think so.
At least. Right, yeah. There might even be higher than that at this point. But, I mean, both of those guys, if I were to make a call, I'd say that UNT Green Wings are probably the favorites for this tournament at this stage, but we'll have to see. I mean, Bradford Love just showed decisively how easily he can take a game out from under you right from the get-go.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes looking forward. We're just waiting on this next match to get lined up as soon as we get invited into that. There we go. We've got the match invite. We're heading on in. Just waiting on the players now. And what do you think that we could have seen differently from Epichlo? Was it just those team fights at the end? I mean, I guess once you jump over that gap, if he wasn't paying attention to that, that rig was gone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say what we should have seen differently because we've never even seen that before. It's
that was awesome, and I loved it.
Traps for sending people that are going home, but for a trap for assuming someone's vision tower pressure, that was a huge commitment, and if it paid off dividends. I think what we need to see next time is just maybe a little bit more caution. Maybe, I don't know if maybe someone's going to bring in Mazur Flare just to get that vision where they need it. Mm-hmm. But I think this is going to be Juggernaut, so at least there's no surprise gap jump.
That's true.
Traps. But
yeah, I mean
vision is super important in this game. So.
Yeah, those towers are huge, especially on Mind the Gap. I feel like between the one tower that shows all 3 of those crucial hives, and then the other that shows jumps and the boss pit are both crazy important. But it looks like I think we're just about ready. One other thing from Epichlo though is that I think his team composition might not have been quite as good for late game, and as well as he was using a black hole shell in some of those engagements, he just wasn't quite positioning his tank well enough.
Yeah,
I think he should have pushed in first with those other 2 rigs after maybe a mass field ground pounder combo.
Sure.
And then let those rigs get low, and then moved in with the black hole shell because he was taking the bait. We saw,
and it's hard. How do you justify baiting out a stunning entry when that stunning entry can lead into an absolutely terrible
it's a situation
for yourself? Definitely tough call.
Yeah, we didn't see the mass field used much, so maybe it would have been better to just have that healing bubble or repair dome on
especially with the thrusters on Vanguard. Vanguard. No, Fury, Stunning Entry. I think Healing Dome would have been the better option when you've got the drone strikes coming in, because Momentum Shifter and Ground Pounder does enough rooting to keep you in place for those drone strikes. So I think with the amount of damage that Bradford Love was doing, that Healing Dome would have come into play a lot more efficiently.
But anyways, that was then, and this is now. We've moved on to the next match. We've got RIT Tigers bringing in Rowlick this time, their star player. She's a beast. And just in case, bringing it on for UNT Green Wings. This is the Tigers' last chance to keep it going. Yep. They, of course, still can move on in the third place match, but if they want to win this tournament, this is the match they have to win.
Yep.
So let's see. We've got First Blood, Total Vision, Boss Slayer on the field. So completely different objectives, barring Total Vision. And what are the builds? What's Rowlick bringing on?
Rowlick is bringing Gunner Mech Tank. We've got Vanguard with rockets, thrusters, and shock prod, just like her partner. Cortex has got the same build, and yeah, they're running the same exact build.
No, we're not.
I'm sorry. There's not Black Hole Shell. It's Proximity Response.
Which I think, I don't know about that. I think Black Hole Shell was really great. But let's see. What's Just In Case got? Just In Case running something fairly similar, actually, except instead of that mechanic support, we have General Vex. So we got Gravity Gun, Quantum Mire, Plasma Drone. Oh, so this is...
And that Gravity Gun was taken for Replicating Rifle. And now Warhead's got his own Ground Pounder, so we got two Ground Pounders against each other.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing here is, I think the combo is going to be Momentum Shifter into Quantum Mire, like Ground Pounder, Gravity Gun, like all three of these rigs are going to hit level 3. They're all going to blow their abilities to just eliminate a rig out of the gate. Like the Ground Pounder, the rockets, the Quantum Mire, that's all telling me that I expect to see Just In Case blast all of this away. And looks like
they both have this strategy in mind. Obviously, they're team members. General Vex enough to pull back there, but
that was dangerous.
Wow, real close. How much health on that one?
Less than
14
HP.
15. Jeez, but it looks like the cycling through is gonna. Oh wow, and Rowlick is following suit, knowing that this is happening. But we're using only 2 rigs. So meanwhile, Cortex is running around, taking care of business.
Oh, I think he psyched himself out. I think he was concerned that he wasn't going to be able to do it with the 2 rigs and pulled his Cortex off of that vision tower.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate, that lack of confidence actually cost him this tower, and if he would have moved in to get this other tower during that time period, might have snagged that General Vex.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Just if he had moved over a little bit to the front of that, to the right of that vision tower, he could have been able to cap that by preventing General Vex from walking forward without taking damage, but that's all right. They've both got their boss buffs on now, and it's 1-to-1 on the Boss Slayer. Oh, we got Boss Slayer. That's right. So right here with 12:34 remaining, Rowlick in the lead at the moment, and it's going to possibly come down to this first little engagement here. Who's going to get that first point, and who's going to get that first blood?
Yeah, the First Blood objective is just lurking there, waiting for it. There goes the Gravity Gun, denying a bit of uplink time and doing some damage to that Warhead. Don't want to stand in that Quantum Mire. I think that was a good, quick choice. And look, just recognizing where the Quantum Mire was, Just In Case knew exactly where to drop those rockets. Still harassing, but not going to be able to take out that Warhead. Rowlick continuing to put the pressure on as she dunks that second core. And as it stands right now, actually,
Fury walked right into that.
Yeah, I think just being a little too wishy-washy on that core upload. Let's see, still ultimately going for it. She might just be box selecting and accidentally selecting those Vanguards. Gotta use that hotkey whenever you can.
Off, and then the Quantum Mire there for the escape. Don't want to sit in that. It does 5% damage over time, so the more HP you've got, the more damage you're taking. So it looks like Rowlick's going to just forego uplinking at the moment and go around and start getting more experience. 7-7 on the squad levels there, so even Stevens. And yeah, this looks like a pretty fair matchup between the two. Not that the other game wasn't fair, but they look like they're on more even playing grounds at the moment.
Yeah, at least for the time being, it sure looks like that. General Vex doing a good job of uplinking and harassing. I mean, I was just noticing that with how quickly that Gravity Gun came on a second time to deny that uplink, is that this is actually a really frustrating build for that. I mean, she can just spam the plasma drones, and get that gravity gun online pretty quickly. I'd say probably maybe one every 20 seconds.
Because gravity gun's cooldown is what is it again?
It's 36 seconds by default.
So once you use 15% cooldown twice on that, you're almost cutting it down to 20 seconds. Yeah.
So that's some real fierce uplink harassment coming in. Oh
look
man,
at that.
look at that. They're
both
neck and
know
neck.
their timings. This is going to be an intense 4-point battle because Just In Case has always been just a little bit ahead of this.
I think Rallick, if she wants those 4 points, she's not going to be able to play it safe this time around. She's going to have to contest that Northern boss.
Yeah.
That Northern boss is going to come on about 10 seconds earlier, and that really, I mean, those 10 seconds are going to be all that matters when it comes to 4 points here at around the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, I think around the 8:30-minute mark is when the Northern boss went down. So we'll check that boss pit around 8:30. Meanwhile, Just In Case is going to farm up here. They're still neck and neck with squad level, but now Rallick has the chance to upload. It looks like Rallick is going to upload and put pressure on that vision tower, or at least feign it. Nope, she's going for it. But here comes backup from Just In Case. Momentum shifter coming in there to stop General Vex from doing anything. And that stunning entry was online quite fast. Now Vanguard's boosting out of there to save herself. Wow, General Vex goes down on Just In Case side. First blood going to Rallick.
Oh,
and now
Fury goes down as well.
Wow.
Total Vision is almost definitely going. Oh no, don't stand on your own, Goo.
Oh, a team
Vanguard almost
not
goes
expecting
down.
to see this.
Yeah, someone needs to be uploading right now.
Yeah, I don't know what Warhead's doing.
Warhead, I think, was checking to see if there were any cores to snag.
Fair enough. So here comes Vanguard. I not necessarily would be using my weakest link on the Total Vision up tower, but that's okay because we can see the timers on. Oh wow, almost stepped off it. We can see the respawn timer. So Vanguard is safe as a button.
Yeah, I mean this is
what's the expression?
I
ruined it. That's cute as a button. Safe as sound. No, I'm losing it.
Safe and sound.
Safe and
Maybe
sound.
that's what you were going
There's another
for.
expression I'm thinking of, but.
Safe as a core on Vice with cripple panels. How about that?
That's good.
9-3, about to be 10-3, and a 7-point sudden differential here. Just In Case.
And look at that.
Must be reeling.
8:30, and that boss is up. Rallick knows it and going in to start the battle. This is perfect for Rallick.
It's almost perfect. I think the timing's going to be just bad enough that Just In Case is going to be able to get in here and start putting on some pressure. Yeah, Vex did see that there was some action there. She did spot some movement, so she Just In Case knows that Rallick is sitting over here waiting for the opportunity. But man, even if Just In Case gets this, he's still going to be 3 points behind. All that's going to do is help close the gap. And identifying the situation right now, General Vex in a lot of trouble. Ooh. Just In Case getting locked out of this. The rockets go down after the stunning entry, landing on Cortex and Recon, but there's already a rig out of the fight. The return volley comes in. Warhead and Fury taking huge damage here. And Just In Case is sticking around this too long. I guess he had to, right? I mean, if he's gonna lose the boss kill right now.
I don't know. I don't think
it would have been 14-3.
And there's
Just In Case throws in good game. Is that going to be it?
I think so. I don't think he should have stuck around, honestly. I think he should have
both
taken
of those engagements. The one in front of the vision towers, like I feel like after you lose that first rig, neither of Rallick's rigs were particularly injured.
Yeah, and also the momentum shifter from Rallick was hitting 2 rigs. The positioning was perfect. I saw General Vex and Warhead for Just In Case get locked down.
Interesting. Well, anyways, I guess we're going to an ace match here because Rallick just shut Just In Case right out of this. Oh, that was some pretty decisive play. We saw it from either side here. The last game at least took a while. This one was pretty solid. So anyways, we're going to go to a quick break here before the ace match. RIT Tigers and the NT Green Wings both sitting at 1 match apiece in this semifinal round. So we'll be right back here in just a few minutes.
See you soon.
You to apply to mine before you put on a show. I just wanted you to know all you have got. just begun. And you asked for the answer, well, I could have no better still. I just wanted you to know. I don't know where I am right now. I struggle to make it, but we got there somehow. You spent the time to get your coat on just right, and I hung it on the door so it can last us the night. You knew where I would be, and you followed my eyes. When we got caught, you knew I would be by your side. You used the brightness in your smile, and after we spoke for a while, I knew that we would be right in life being style. Twirling around, I got you twirling around. I've got the safest voltage, you come back to the ground. Spinning around, our thoughts are spinning around. Tell me your favorite way to fly, the world can't catch us now.
Now that I have you standing here, I must confess my sin. I've always loved you, ever since the day we shared the same air. I've always loved you, ever since the day we shared the same air.
All right, and we're back with the ace match here of this first semifinal showdown between The NT Green Wings and the
the-
RIT Tigers.
That's right. And it looks like we've got Rowlick again versus Bradford Love. And looking at the little chat there, Bradford Love was saying, boy, oh boy, do I wish this was Mind the Gap. And Rowlick says, I bet you do.
Yeah, I mean, the Bradford Love shows he's got those meta strats.
Those meta strats
for
and
Mind the Gap.
meta
He
strats and
knew
booby
the
traps.
timing of when people were coming for the vision towers, when they were hitting the boss. It's going to be interesting. So Bradford Love's going to have to show that he's got Juggernaut locked down just as well, because we just saw Rowlick wreck his teammate in just over 5 minutes, just in case threw in the towel. So these are the top players on both sides.
Yeah.
I've got no idea who's going to take this. Bradford Love was showing some really good long game, but Rowlick was wrecking it from the get-go. So
Yeah. Some GM right there. Some good luck from both players.
is this the same builds we saw
These
from
are the
both of these
same
guys?
build we've seen for Bradford Love and Rowlick. And it looks like we've got Hive Buster and Alpha Strike this time for the changed objectives. And
Look
look
at
at
this
that cute
sneaky
little
Plutus.
Plutus with one of us engaged, walking right past that nasty boss just to come in here and, check things out. But now that Vision Tower is taken, so Rowlick's Warhead definitely sees this happening, and Plutus is possibly stuck in trouble because Warhead could do a little damage if
I mean,
Plutus isn't careful.
is this just a plan to try to get some extra experience, or is he? No, look at him. He's taking up this tank. Plutus should be able to get out of there.
no,
Let's
Plutus-
see. Let's see. Not quite enough.
Oh,
man!
wow.
If Plutus had lasted maybe one more volley,
Yeah.
those rigs wouldn't have been able to pursue. Vanguard would have gone down so quickly to all that boss fire. That was a good try there from Bradford Love, but not quite as well executed as a plan on Mind the Gap. This time, however, Cortex is getting forced off there, leaving some juicy experience behind for these two gunners. Now,
What a fun strategy, though, to use your boss as your cover.
yeah, no, I like that a lot. I mean, One of Us is such a good war gear. That's a software that I really enjoy a lot, and I think Bradford Love had a good plan there, but it just didn't quite work out. Rowlick, instead of letting that tank alone,
And you know
moved,
what? It
Vanguard
was
in.
early in the game. Respawn timers were low. Plutus is already back on the field, doing what he does best. So I think Bradford Love is by no means that hindered.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a misplay. He still got some experience out of it. They're pretty much neck and neck. Rowlick now going for that southern boss, but Bradford Love, I think, not quite as on top of it as usual. Looks like Bradford's looking for some uploads, maybe? Or is he going to move down here and try to do something about that? The problem is the timing's going to be just such that he's going to get down here, waste all this time, all
that
for
time
naught.
for nothing. And look at that. Vanguard and Cortex are not hurt at all. Warhead will easily get home safe. So Bradford Love, I think, is scrambling now because of that early loss to Plutus. He needs to recalculate, rebalance, take a deep breath, and figure out his strategy because it's 12 and a half minutes remaining, 0-0 now.
Yeah, that boss buff is plenty of extra damage, but it's not going to be enough for Vanguard to hang 3-on-1. Looking like he's a little flustered. I guess he's just going to decide to go hit that north boss, keep up. Something you kind of have to think about, I guess, at some points is the level 1 cores, those initial 6 cores, they're probably going to get uploaded one way or another. So you don't have to stress it quite as much. Oh man, Rowlick knows exactly what's going on. He hit that first tower, saw there was no response, and now moving in. Unfortunately, I think he should have just gone for total vision instead of trying to contest the boss. So the battle's coming in here.
And the boss buff for Rowlick is going to go down kind of soonish. If
Let's see. I
Bradford
don't know.
Love
There's
isn't
still a lot
careful,
of
though.
damage
Wow,
going
Recon,
down.
get out of there. Oh no, Recon and Plutus both go down. And Fury needs to get out or else this game is over.
I don't think the game's over, but the team fight sure as heck is. That,
Sorry, I meant the team fight. That's what I meant to say, not the game. The team fight.
That team fight is a 3-0. Bradford Love throwing a little oops out there. A bonus 2 points coming down here for Rowlick, and some pretty decisive stuff in these first 2 games. Really recognizing what was going on. As soon as she took this tower, I think, and recognized there was no response, she knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah, because she didn't even take the full tower. She just went neutral and saw nothing coming. I'm going for it. He must be going for the boss. Rowlick is a beast.
Yeah, so let's see. Alpha with number 1 going down here on the north side of the uplink. If she snags this one, that puts a little more pressure on Bradford Love. It's not quite as terrible as losing a an alpha on Mine the Gap because you can still take both the level 3 highs in the center to get your alpha strike going if
Right.
you lose both the center level 2s.
Oh, Fury
But,
is
oh, man.
rooted, and now the mass field.
Still not quite gonna be enough, but it forced them off the uplink, and now Vanguard's getting another nice upload while Bradford Love is on the back foot trying to just push them back to the uplink and maybe have some sort of attempt to stop this upload. Unfortunately, Bradford doesn't, I don't think there's any gear on the field at all that can actually stop an upload.
Oh, wow, and the ground pounder has taken both Plutus and Recon and rooted them, so Warhead is going to get home safe. And Fury, all three of Bradford Love's rigs had cores on them before, but of course they died at the boss pit. So
Yeah, look at it, just there's a boss with gonna be guarding a bunch of cores, a little dragon's den up north. We're gonna have to fight the boss to get those cores going forward, but I think neither player's really stressing that. They kind of know that they're gonna be back at that boss pit at some point.
Yeah, and unfortunately Bradford Love went to the top center hive instead of the bottom center hive.
Oh man,
to-
he's
and
still
so
fighting.
Oh, he could possibly steal this alpha.
Let's see if he gets it.
He does!
That's good, okay.
Wow, so now it's 1-1 on the alpha count. Bradford Love, he needed that win.
I think Bradford is kind of pressuring a little. So normally Bradford's not concerned about the score because he's head in the match, right?
Yeah.
The last game we saw, it was 4 points up pretty much the first 7 minutes of the game. Wasn't a big deal, but in this situation, it's a lot different. Rallick's even on team score. They're even on alphas.
They're even on squad levels.
Bradford's trying to take out these tier 2s so he can deal with that alpha strike and get back into this. But he's just got to be careful. I feel like right now he's banking on winning those team fights. And we just saw Rallick won the first one, so he's got to be thinking, am I starting to let the score get a little too out of hand right now? It's 5-0. He's been pressuring really well, but I think he could have done the same thing he did with stealing that alpha with 2 rigs and maybe had one uploaded, and it would be 5-2 right now.
Yeah, and now look at this standoff here. Both players want to do something around.
Oh, here comes, that's
Yeah.
the commit right there.
Oh my God, the Quantum Mire goes down and the mass field. Vanguard, Warhead, and Cortex in trouble, but Warhead for Bradford Love has already gone down, so now Recon and Fury is going to do their best to try and take out Warhead as well and then maybe get out of there. So there goes, and Cortex possibly to go down as well. Wow, look at that turnaround.
No!
Oh my God, Recon to Vanguard. Vanguard is not going to survive this. What
Team
an
wipe.
amazing match. Keep ruining that. What an amazing team fight.
That was down to it. Rallick definitely. I think Rallick should have called it after getting a 1 kill. Just pulled out. It was neck and neck there towards the end. But once you have those, when you've got 2 gunners on a gunner and a mech, that's probably going to the gunners.
Yeah. So now this is Bradford Love's chance to get back into the game and get some cores uploaded. Unfortunately, all these cores sitting around the map, he's not going for them. He's
And the
more
thing is,
concerned about getting that
he
vision
sees all
tower
of
back.
these.
Yeah, he sees all of these.
I think he's just worried about that alpha strike. He sees alpha strike as his way to get
Yeah,
back into
you're
the
right.
game, but it's.
And look at that, 2 versus 2. They're going for this level 3 hive. Now it's 3 versus 3. And Bradford Love's got the positioning. He's got the high ground in a sense. There goes 1 alpha to go down, but now Rallick's
Is he gonna
come
call
in.
it at 1? No, he's going for the 2nd.
And is he timing it? No. Wow, Rallick
Didn't
gets that
quite.
one. So that's okay. Now they're on even footing again. I'm sorry, I take that back. Bradford Love is 1 up. But
High
now,
Buster
yeah,
goes-
now High Buster going to Rallick. So 6-1 with less than half of the game remaining. Not sure why Bradford Love isn't taking this opportunity to go down to the south center hive to get the alphas there. Oh, but
He's
it's
trying to
possible
make sure.
Rallick thinks that the boss is happening.
Yeah. He wants to make sure he gets this alpha and knocks out this tier 2 hive.
Yeah.
Once he knocks this out,
You're
he's
right.
going to be well ahead of Rallick on the alpha strike game. So Rallick is going to have to play really aggressive to deny those points. Obviously, Rallick's already ahead, so doesn't have to worry too much about the uplink.
Oh,
so
there's
she
the
can
momentum
really.
shifter.
Oh man, didn't
Oh,
quite
and the
connect.
ground pounder whiffs. So that's good for Bradford Love. Rallick understands this and knows that that combination didn't come through, and she's going to retreat a little bit.
Right, I mean, that's what we saw in the last team fight, right? Is that all of Rallick's damage is front-loaded onto that combo. So
Yeah.
once we saw that combo burn, sure, Plutus went down immediately, but then you're facing 2 gunners, one with a shock prod, and that chain lightning along with that bonus damage and slow from the plasma rifle is enough to take the 2-rig composition if both Warhead and Plutus are out of the match.
So there goes the Quantum Mire. and forcing the engagement out of the pinch there. Cortex will survive and get home safe. Will Vanguard? Yes, I think so. Warhead's going to come back out after recouping some health, try and fend off this pressure. 6-2. Bradford Love is got a good thing going for him now. So let's see if he can get these two alphas and bring it to 6-2 on the alpha count.
Ralik's looking for the alpha blood, though. She knows what's going on. The momentum shifter comes in. The ground pounder goes down. The rocket's hitting on Recon and Plutus. Everything's going in on trying to steal this alpha. He's going to sacrifice a rig, but it doesn't even get the alpha.
Damn.
Still 5-9, but you know what? 5-9 is...
Oh, no. Plutus goes down, too.
Oh, no. Now, does Ralik know what's going on? If Ralik knows that this level 3 hive is up, if she's been keeping track of that, she should go for that right now. That alone will shut down Bradford Love's Alpha Strike hunt right now.
Yeah, because Bradford Love's going to go for that level 3, and by the time it's done, the upper right hive level 3 is going to be spawning.
Yep, and he has enough. That's all he needs is those 4 alphas on his side of the map. But
the time it takes to kill those alphas will Ralik have uploaded too many cores to make a difference.
That's true. I mean, that's kind of what I've been saying, is that as much as Bradford Love has been keeping on the pressure, I think there's been times where he's been farming with all 3 rigs and playing it a little too safe on those hives.
Like what he's doing right now. I'm sorry, with one rig he's doing right now.
When he should have been getting maybe a couple more uploads in, because now it's hitting the point where he's just not even going to have the cores that he needs to lock this down, even with the Alpha Strike bonus.
Yeah.
The other 2 objectives went to Ralik. This is the last objective he has, is sort of a gap closer.
Yeah, he needs to get out of here and take the chance to get these cores.
Ralik's just grabbing cores and unfortunately, I think, missed the opportunity to interrupt there.
Yeah, Ralik is clearly on the hunt. She is moving all over the place. She knows she's in the lead. She knows that if she even gets the loss on the Alpha Strike, it's 10-6.
No, I think at this point she should just be uploading. Alpha Strike doesn't matter if you're 8 points ahead. You could be 10 points ahead soon. And, you know, if she had uploaded and then grabbed these 2 cores, she could be 12 points ahead. And then that's, even when Alpha Strike goes down, Bradford Love's going to be 2 levels up. So there's not enough time. We don't have this huge time gap like we did in the first match on Mind the Gap, where all of the objectives were scored and it was 6 minutes of team fighting for Bradford to get back into this.
And on top of that, Bradford's using Plutus, so we don't have General Vex's omnipresence to get some mass teleports in. And what is Bradford Love doing? Do not go for the boss. You don't have time for this. I can see why. You got to get that boss buff to be on even footing so that when you are uploading cores, you can defend yourself. But this is a tough call.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at least, you know, like we said, we had the Dragon's Den there, so he's got a pile of cores, but he's going to not only need those 3 cores, but another 3 to take the match. So he's going to have to upload all of these, win a team fight, then probably win a second team fight in these last 3 minutes.
Yeah, because uploading 6 cores, Ralik's going to be uploading cores as well. And so there comes the rocket cluster doing a good amount of damage, didn't do a full hit.
Oh, wow, went down just before.
Yeah.
Everyone's locked down. The rocket's already hit, though. Recon getting obliterated.
Oh, my goodness.
Went down so quickly.
That stunning entry almost saved Recon. Plutus is now dangerously low. Oh, that turning around was a mistake. Plutus is going down. Fury will survive possibly, maybe not. And the good game is called from Bradford Love. And it looks like this semifinal match is going to go.
And that's why you never call a favorite team.
I didn't call a favorite team. Did you call a favorite team?
I just said that I thought UNT was probably the favorite to take this on.
You did say that.
Unfortunately for them, it looks like RIT Tigers with Ralik without question being the MVP here, shutting down both of those players. We're going to see the Tigers moving on to the finals, and UNT Green Wings aren't out of it.
Nope.
They've got a chance to still take some money home with that 3rd place match after we do the semifinals. But as of right now, it looks like we've got our first finalist.
Intense.
Yeah, thanks for showing us that we don't always know what we're talking about, Rally. I mean, just in case, and Bradford Love are both top-notch players.
They are incredible players.
I guess Ralik has just been playing her butt off, because I've seen her play some really excellent games, but not quite as decisively as we've seen against these 2 guys today.
Yeah.
But anyways, that wraps up our first semifinal match here. We're going to be doing that second one coming up here shortly. Let's take a look at who we've got up next. After that first match,
we've got University of Connecticut with their team Goliath Online, and HJax and PrintF are in that team. And PrintF is a previous Grandmaster StarCraft 2 player.
Yeah, if anyone's bringing the micro to the table, it's going to be
He's
him.
good. And then versus University of California Irvine with their team Dark Mepe or Mep with Frostalicious and Loketran. So those matches are going to be starting soonish. Just gonna have to wait for that custom lobby to get created.
Yeah, as soon as we get the organizers ready to go, we're going to get that match coming to you. But as of right now, we're just going to hang out and talk about what we've got going on. For those of you that are just joining, by the way, this is of course the CSL finals. This is the CSL league, of course, that we've been talking about. There's a $5,000 prize pool on the line right now. The top team has taken $2,500 home today. And then in addition to that, Sparky Pants Studios ourselves are going to be offering up $1,000 in sponsorships for these various colleges' esports team. The top 3 players will be taking some money home to their esports college teams, and then also the colleges with the most players participating. We're also throwing a little at their college clubs as well. So I think. Oh yeah, and of course, iBuyPower. We can't.
Oh, we can't forget iBuyPower.
Yeah, they're throwing in
We should have been saying that way before. This has all been sponsored by iBuyPower.
They got those sweet gaming peripherals. They're throwing a couple in for the top teams, along with some T-shirts and other swag I've heard.
That's right.
And
also, if you've got the game yourself, you can go into the shop. You can go to the redeem code section and
who
type
likes
in,
exclusives?
Yeah, type in iBuyPower, all one word, and you'll be getting an exclusive portrait and Vision Tower skin.
Did we ever decide what that iBuyPower beast is?
We said we would find out, and we didn't.
Oh, we've let everyone down.
I think Panther Cougar.
The iBuyPower Panther Cougar.
The old Panther Cougar.
Yep.
The Panther.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take you to a break here just for a quick moment or two while we line up the next match for you. And we'll be back here with the next semifinal, the final semifinal.
The final semifinal.
Yeah, before the grand finals. There's a lot of final going on, and we've got the third place match in there as well. We're not going to let people go right to the grand final. You got to earn it.
Those poor third place matches. If that was after the grand final, nobody watched.
Oh yeah, it's like
I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, you don't want to listen. If you don't want to be playing behind the headlining band, you ever have that? You ever go to a show where the headlining band is actually kind of the second to last, and then no one sticks around for the last act?
Jeez,
it's rough. Anyways, all right, we're gonna stop rambling. Take you to a break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Stick around for the next semifinals coming up